The earthquakes have left Turkey's Erdogan vulnerable.
There has been criticism of the Turkish government's response, but President Erdogan says it wasn't possible to be prepared for disasters on this scale.
Erdogan is looking to extend his rule into a third decade. The earthquakes could change the political equation.
Following major earthquakes in Turkey, Tayyip Erdogan's government has taken various measures to support the affected people. The Turkish government has implemented several measures to support the people affected by earthquakes in the country. These measures include: Turkey has barred employers from dismissing workers and will provide wage support to businesses as it moves to ease the economic hardship inflicted by the February 6 earthquake, the deadliest natural disaster in the country's modern history. Workplaces that were moderately or severely damaged in the earthquake will receive support to partially cover employees' wages, according to a decree signed by President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Wednesday. Businesses are also banned from laying off workers in the 10 provinces, placed under a 3-month period of emergency rule following the quake, which has killed more than 47,000 people across Turkey and Syria, according to the Turkish disaster agency AFAD and figures cited by Reuters. JP Morgan analysts said in a note last week that the region contributed more than 9% towards Turkey's gross domestic product. The financial assistance comes as Erdogan faces a tough campaign to extend his 2 decades in power in national elections, due no later than June 18. Before the disaster, he had said he would bring the vote forward to May 14. Opposition parties have accused the government of bungling the rescue and relief effort, while the president has acknowledged some shortcomings in the immediate aftermath of the devastating quakes. The decree said staff whose office or factories have been destroyed, or who are now working fewer hours, will receive daily aid worth $7. The Turkish government has said it will provide 100 billion Turkish lira, $5.3 billion, in financial aid to areas ravaged by the quake. It has also received pledges of billions of dollars in aid from the World Bank, the US, and European countries. Hundreds of thousands of buildings collapsed or were heavily damaged in the tremors, and almost 1 million people are now living in tents or containers in the region. On Monday, Erdogan visited Hatay, one of the provinces hardest hit by the quakes, promising to rebuild it from scratch. He said construction of nearly 200,000 new homes across the region would begin next month. After Erdogan's visit, Hatay was hit by fresh quakes measuring 6.4 and 5.8 in magnitude, killing 8 people. More than 6,000 aftershocks have jolted the region since the first 7.8 magnitude tremor struck, according to AFAD. Turkey's central bank holds its monthly meeting to set interest rates on Thursday, with economists expecting it to revive a rate-cutting cycle in a bid to boost economic activity after the disaster. Despite sky-high inflation, the central bank slashed rates by a cumulative 5 percentage points last year, as Erdogan pursued an unorthodox set of economic policies that contrasted with most countries' moves to increase borrowing costs to tackle high inflation. Overall, Tayyip Erdogan was in forefront helping his people in this difficult time. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.